Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, good to see you. I'm gonna do a little mental health check-in real quick, and then I'm just gonna be in front of my mirror doing my hair, talking about what is in my head. So if you would like to stick around for that, welcome. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the club. Okay, so my mental health check-in, overall, I'm doing pretty well. I just slept for like 13 hours or something. I don't know why I was like, and I was out cold. I was really tired for some reason. But it's all good. It wasn't like depression or anything. I think I was just like, kind of like, sometimes when I get overwhelmed with information, it like shuts my brain off. And I'm really happy that I was in a place yesterday where I could do that. So there's that. I'm going to be talking briefly about some unaliving stuff. So if you are sensitive to that, you might not want to hear this. But there was an unfortunate unaliving outside of my husband's work the other day. And you know, I'm the kind of person, it got put on Facebook and everybody was talking about it. And I saw some concerning comments from people. One being that friends and family are not the ones to reach out to. You need to go through the programs and all this stuff. No, that is not true. If you feel a strong urge to unalive, I don't care who you reach out to. You reach out to the first person you see. The more we talk about this and normalize mental health, the more people can be saved. Because not talking about it, families and friends like to keep things secret when this happens. They think it's a private matter. And that's why it keeps happening. This is something I have a lot of experience with. I remember one total trigger warning here. I remember one night, I was like in the zone. And I did call somebody in my family and they did not listen. Maybe they didn't understand exactly what I was trying to say. But this was during a time period where I felt like people didn't care about me, and I don't believe that they did. I know that nobody cared about me and I survived. So that very well may be the case for you if you don't have people in your life who care. My experience with strangers and the everyday person, and I learned a lot of this from working in a grocery store. People in general are likely to at least make a phone call for you. If you're in crisis, you know, they'll call help. I just think there needs to be a little bit more education out there on it, because it's an epidemic, especially with men. I know I come down hard on men all the time on this channel, but I made a man video, right? Speaking of men, on to the next subject. I had a dream last night that my husband cheated on me. And I was really sad when I woke up. And I texted him and I was like, you cheated on me in my dream. But to be fair, in my dream, I was accused of having an emotional affair with somebody. So, but damn. So that's how I'm starting my day. And it's so funny. My husband is such a good sport. He like has been the butt of my like delusions before, and now we just kind of look back on it and laugh because it was so ridiculous that but like my husband is a totally normal person. Like, he doesn't have mental illness or substance abuse issues or really any issues. He's just kind of like a dude. And that's what I liked about him. When I went on my first date with him, I was just like, wow, he's like a normal person. Never been out with a normal person before, and he didn't have airs, you know? And then like, when I disclosed the mental health stuff, he didn't care. And he still doesn't. And so that's pretty awesome. I mean, I think that's like legit the reason why I've been able to kind of face all this stuff now, because I am in a good place. I'm speaking from a place of wellness. And yes, I have bouts of mania and depression in between, but I mean, overall, guys, I don't know, I'm fine. You know what I mean? So, let's see, my part-time working is going to be more full-time the next few weeks for the holidays, which is good for me, because I'm not looking forward to, like, working. I've been really struggling to, get myself to work, even though I'm part-time now. I'm having a hard time right now with that, but I'm doing it, and, I mean, if I work more, then I have more money for weed. So that's really why I'm doing it. I just want to get a nice stash going. Okay, so there's that. Been watching, of course, some borderline personality disorder things, and what I have heard today, at least, I'm starting to understand. They think that when you're having psychotic symptoms, that you're actually having psychotic-like symptoms. So, they're both hearing voices telling them that they're bad. But the personality disorder, it's just like they're hearing that. And then BP1 with psychotic features, man, they get hospitalized and they get proper treatment. And I learned something about Marsha Linehan, the creator of DBT. She, in fact, was put in a mental hospital for schizophrenia, and they did ECT on her, and it sounds to me like maybe she had a horrible experience, and maybe that's where she gets trying to keep people out of the hospital from. My opinion on that is, if the hospital was such a bad place, and you're in such a high place of power in the mental health industry, why not try to change the way hospitals operate? Like, why create a freaking bullshit program? It might not be bullshit to some people. Some people really like it. It's just, to me, it was really triggering, and it was not helpful. The whole thing was a disaster. And it's really interesting to me, because I've always been different. And it seems to me like, if you have a room full of people where everybody just kind of dresses and looks the same, like the average person, and then you get somebody in there with like a bunch of nose rings and like wacky doodle hair, stuff like that, they're gonna say that person has an identity problem. But the reality is, seems like that person has a little bit better of an idea of their identity, because they are different and they're choosing their own things. They're just not like everybody else. And I used to ask my therapist, because she was always telling me I was disordered. I was like, what am I supposed to be? I don't understand what you guys are trying to make me be. So, I don't know, guys. There's that. I guess I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.